Hello. Hello. Let's wait for some people to join. Okay, I can see first people joining. Hello, everyone. Let's wait like 30 seconds more, and we will start. In the meantime, you guys can say hi on chat. You can check if it works. If you will have any questions, just use the chat section as well. All right, and I think we can start. So hello once again. Welcome today for a training for UI changes and in general changes to executive automats with version 5.0 and above. I will show you today the changes to UI and also new features which were introduced with the new version as well. All right. So let's start with the changes. We will start with PowerPoint first. I have just like 4 slides, and then we will jump to application, and I will describe all the changes. All right. So today we have on the agenda how to request for an update, how to validate the update, changes for the UI. Then new features, and at the end of the call, we will have like 5-10 minutes for some question and answers. So even if you will have in meantime some questions, just post them on chat, and I will go through them later on. Yeah, or you can just wait until the end, and yeah, we can also talk about the questions. All right, I think we are set. We can start. Okay, so today's meeting is all about getting you updated to newest version, and also to show you what are the changes. So how to request an upgrade? So the easiest way is to throw out the Jira ticket. So you can use your account to log into Jira, create a ticket. On the ticket title, just say to which version you would like to get update. Our newest version is 5.2.1, which is the newest so far, but we are closing release of version 5.3. No matter which version above 5.0, if you would like to get upgraded from previous version, the best way is to create Jira ticket. If you have problems with it, you can also contact us through email. You can do that on support email, support@executiveautomats.com, or also throughout your customer success manager. You can also contact him that you have some problems with requesting a ticket, and we can also do some work around this way. Okay, in this ticket, please also include preferred date and time, because we never know how long the update will take precisely. Usually it takes minutes, so we require even 5-10 minutes to do the update. But we say we request approximately around 30 minutes, because of course something can go wrong. So yeah, please include the at least half-hour window in Jira ticket in which we can do the update. Yeah, and all the communication should be handled under the Jira ticket, so nothing will disappear. Everything will be in the one place. All right, and you can take updates straight away. from versions below 5 to version 5.2, and that's okay. But we also encourage you to do some verification first. So we have the option that you can request the update along with the trial option. So for the 2 weeks, we will create a copy of your database and new environment with newest version and all of your scripts, where you can do some validation of the update. You can compare new version with older version. And on the next slide, I will tell you more what can be validated, what you should check with new update. But we recommend this option. And why is that? Why we have this meeting today, and why this trial option is recommended? That's because this 5.0 version update was the biggest update that we had for executive automats. It's changed the UI, but also some part of the backend as well. So with this amount of changes, we believe that something may happen. So that's why you have this safe upgrade option with a trial on which you can validate things. And for a trial, of course, you request it by ticket. It can be one ticket for upgrade and a trial. Specify that the trial should have your production data, your live data from live environment. And then also give us the window when this trial can be taken by you, when you would like to do this validation before the update. Yeah, and access to Jira is per 5 users per company should have access to Jira. If anything is not working with your Jira accounts, you cannot log in or you cannot raise tickets, contact our team on support, or you can contact your customer success manager as well. We will get it sorted. So yeah. All right. So this is how to get the update. And what should we do next once we get the update? So we should do validations. First validation that we can do is the execution validation. So we ask you, we want you to test your most critical scripts and validate their outcome. So if you have 2 versions already released, you have this trial version with update and your old environment, you can compare the results and outcomes from the same scripts. You can execute exactly the same scripts on both environments and see the differences, if there are any, if everything goes smooth, everything runs smoothly. So yeah, your most critical scripts, most critical test cases for you guys, it's worth to execute them. Yeah, but it's good to also schedule some testing. So as well, if you have some existing schedulers that you use a lot and you want to make sure that nothing breaks in them, it's also worth to run scheduler jobs. You can also create new one just in case, to check things. But please make sure that scope from your schedulers works the same way as it was previously. Yeah, and you should compare the results in the first place. This is the most important. If your scripts are ending with success, if scripts don't stop on some errors, this is the most important. But you can also take a notice on times of executions. In general, version 5.0 should be faster than any other version that we had. Sorry. So in general, times of executions should decrease, but many things can happen, and it can happen that you will see something completely opposite. That the newer version will work slower than the live environment, than your previous version. So in this case, you should immediately contact us, send us a Jira ticket or email with the examples, and we can validate that, because our intention, our outcome should be that the version is a bit faster, or at least works at the same pace. For sure, it shouldn't be slower. So you can report it to us, and we can also make changes. We can make some improvements if something wrong goes on. Yeah, and the last thing, please execute also your scripts created on third-party platforms for your integrations. These are most crucial things. The first things which can break somewhere. So yeah, running those scripts is also very, very important. Okay, so we have the execution validation. What should we check next is also recording. And we believe that recording one script for each tested platform should be enough. But of course, you can check more of script recording, but at least one script created on each platform. So if you have like customer engagement, finance and operations, you should create at least one script per each. Also, especially for integrations, third-party software. For those, you can check the recording. First of all, for things that you use and you are testing already with executive automats. But the version 5.0 is also much more competent for third-party platforms, for things outside Dynamics. So what you can validate as well is things that they didn't work on previous versions. So if you ever tested some platforms, some integrations which didn't work, you can also give them a new try with new version. You may see also improvement in this matter. Today I will also show you the extension. An extension was especially made for the platforms which are different than Dynamics 365. So with new version, you can also validate your already existing third-party platforms tested already by you, but also things that you didn't try earlier, or you tried and it didn't work. You can give it a try once again. With new version, more things should work as intended. And from other things, actually, we can say those things from others. This can be things. Those are things that you can check just after the update. Especially the first point, which is compare the table content. On new version, you should have exact amount of all the things that you have in the application. So the amount of scripts, projects, schedulers, number sequences, I don't know, global variables, everything should stay the same. If you will see that something disappeared, something is not showing, then also you should contact us immediately, because it means that something didn't work with the update, with the migrations. Of course, this is IT world. Things can go wrong. So yeah, you shouldn't see any missing content. But if you will, let us know, and of course we will get it sorted. From other things, you can also verify documentation generation if this works as intended, especially if you were using some own templates, your own documents, and this is something you can check. And yeah, you can. This is not that important, but you can also verify results in DevOps option if your results from executed scripts are transferred to Azure DevOps. You can validate that, but yeah, this is not something that should break. But to be safe, you can check this as well. All right, so these are the most important things. Of course, please verify what is important to you as well. So if you have some things, some scripts, some important features that are really crucial for you, this trial with new version is also to verify those things. So these are like a bare minimum which you should validate. But you can also validate more. You can validate more things. Like the variables, data sources as well. This is not that crucial. There were not too many changes to those things, but of course you can double check everything what is important to you. All right, so let's jump into the next slide. And next slide is UI changes with versions 5.0 and above. So there are a few major changes which we will go through them today. First is dashboard, changes in the settings, script utilities, so completely new tab in the application, something that didn't exist on previous versions, projects, scheduler, script linking, and a small feature for script recording and playback. There were not too many changes to it, but there is one very, very minor but very useful change. All right, and next we have new features. So from new features, I want to show you today AI chat assistant extension to recorder and player. So this is different way how you can record scripts. It's dedicated mostly to third-party platforms outside Dynamics, but of course this is just the different way of recording and playback. So it can be used for any recording and playback, so for Dynamics as well. Native code, new way of writing code in the application, AI steps and agents, and at last AI recovery, the newest feature that we released, which can fix the broken steps from the process. All right, that's it if it comes to the PowerPoint. And yeah, let me share my screen now. Yeah, and again, I encourage you to ask us many questions. You can also comment things which I'm saying. If you have some feedback, thoughts, please feel free to use chat. This time is for you especially. So please, if you have anything, just let us know so we can answer it. Okay, so let's share my screen. It should be visible now. And okay, so first thing on my list is dashboard. But before I will explain the dashboard and how it works, a little background for the whole UI change. What was our intention? So we wanted to change our UI for years, and that was there were multiple reasons why was that. Of course, we wanted application to look more modern, to be also more user-friendly from this user experience perspective. We wanted to decrease amount of clicks, actions needed to do things within the application. But also we had the technical reason, which was the outdated previous UI framework. So with our older version of UI, we couldn't change things in UI. We were kind of limited. So yeah, we had like 3 strong reasons to change the UI. And our intention was to change how application looks, and also decrease amount of actions needed to do things. But we didn't want it to change any of the functionalities, how they work, how to record scripts, how to playback them, how to do schedulers, and so on, so on. So what you can keep in mind is that all of the features, they work the same, and this was our intention. It is just there might be a different way to do that, or it looks different, but in general, every functionality works the same. There is only one difference, which is the scheduler. There is one major change, which I will show you today. But in general, application is the same. So also no worries that with new update, with new UI, you will lose the knowledge which you had and you will not be able to use the application. Nothing like that. Everything should work the same way, just looks a bit more modern. All right, so the first thing from new UI is dashboard. So this is completely new thing within the application. In previous version, we didn't have any main page or home page of the application, and now dashboard works also as a home page to the application. And what do we have here? So right now we have 4 widgets which you can display on a dashboard. First one shows us the progress report from scheduler job executions. So here basically I can select different schedulers and then observe different executions of the same scheduler on one chart. So this chart shows me different executions. Like here I had first one, next I had different one that didn't go too well, all scripts failed, but later I can see that it was better. So here you will see a few last executions for each scheduler. So you can switch between them to get progress report, progress chart for each scheduler and different executions of it. Okay. The next one is planned executions. So here basically we will see schedulers that are active. So if I will put any scheduler as active, let's select some date and time. Okay, maybe in some future, I will save it and activate on my dashboard. I should see my scheduler planned for the execution. All right, then we have recently executed scripts. Here we will see last executions from application. So this is just like a small history here on the dashboard to have a quick look what was lastly executed. And the last chart shows us free disk space on Executive Automat server. So if customers generate a lot of documentation, screenshots, sometimes it happens that they are running out of space of the whole server of the environment, and customers, they have own way to clean up screenshots. This option is here in global settings. We have option to remove screenshots. It can be like ad hoc executed, or it can be also recurring process to remove old screenshots. So you can set intervals, like remove screenshots older than 3 months, or how you decide. So if you are running out of space, you can always clean up the environment, or if you don't want to do it yourself, you can contact us and we will do it together as well. Yeah, and all right, and this is how dashboard looks so far. Our intention is to extend this dashboard. So plan is to have much more widgets, much more charts and screens for a dashboard, but right now we have only those 4 widgets. So that's why you cannot make any changes here. You cannot change the way how it looks. But you can expect in a future that you will be able to change the shape. I can see we have also the question on chat if we can increase the space. So maybe not increase the space in the future, but you will be able to manipulate with the widgets. You will be able to remove some of them and then add different ones or change where things are on the dashboard. It will be just editable, and you will be able to shape it to your own needs. But this is something you can expect. For now, we have only four of those, so there is also no way to make changes or to edit this dashboard for now. All right, so this is one of the biggest changes, the completely new section. And now let's jump into settings, and I would like to discuss a few things that disappeared from the application. So there are things that you won't be able to use, and no worries, there are only two things which we removed from the settings to functionalities. First one, which we removed entirely from the application, is storages. So on older versions and under the settings, there was section storages. And this section allowed you to make integration or connection between executive automats and Azure storages. That was very old feature created like a few years ago for few proof of concepts, and also for some ideas that we had that at that time for the application. But later on, this feature was not used. We never saw any customer to ever use it. We sometimes had questions around it, but even if we explained how it works, what it do, there was no demand on the market. We as mentioned, we never saw anyone using it. So that's why there was a decision that the storages won't be needed anymore within the application. So it was completely removed from the app. And there is one more thing which was removed from the settings, but let's jump into projects before I will explain that. Because we made a few changes on projects as well. First of all, project details are right now the first tab, and here we simplified the details of a project. So on the previous UI, you had few fields here, like project owners, project dates, like project start date, project end date. What was here as well? Project category as well. Some information fields that we also never observed used by the customers, or it was used just to fill up some values, but nobody really used it as something important. That's why we also decided to simplify details view. So we removed the unnecessary fields from here. And one of those fields is the project categories. So on the previous version, for each project, you could also create special category in the settings and assign this category to projects. But we rather see people creating new projects for new things for different reasons, or people use description to highlight some important things about the project. But project category was next feature that we never saw used. Nobody was really creating categories to assign them to projects then. So project category, the next feature from the settings, was removed as well entirely from the application. And as you can see on the projects, we simplified this view a lot. Of course, everything below the run mode stayed the same. So the settings to execute scripts from a project, also things related to integrations, they stayed the same. Just this project details changed. Instead of all those fields, right now we have only project name and description. So if you have anything important about your projects, you can always add this as a description. All right, and you may notice that we also made a few updates here. First of all, we simplified the view here. On previous UI, we had multiple tabs here, multiple sections, and we decided to group all the things that are not related to scripts itself. They are rather the configuration of the project. So the things like that system definition, virtual users, user groups, global Excels, they are all now under one tab, which is configuration. So we think this makes this whole project look a bit more clean, more visible. So yeah, if you will be looking for a system definition assignment or virtual users, this is all under configuration. And if it comes to new projects that you create, right now you have option to select create new project or sub-project already. And when you select project, you have also option to straight away select systems and virtual users for newly created projects. So you just give it a name and you can already select environments and virtual users. So it saves some time, some clicks which you needed to make on previous UI when you created this project, and then you needed to do assignment of system and virtual user. Right now, it is simplified. And all right, on projects, that's all. If it comes to scripts, tab, history, documented scripts, everything stayed the same. Of course, it looks a bit different, but all the options are still here. So no worries that you will face any challenges here. So let's get back to the settings for a moment, because here we changed next things. So there are some settings that were grouped. One example of it can be users and groups. So on the previous UI, there was users and another section which was groups. There was also virtual users and virtual users pool. So right now things got grouped. So under users and groups, you have both users, user groups, and also configuration for single sign-on and SAM authentication. And if it comes to virtual users, as you can see, we have the virtual users as a main section, but virtual users pool is also here, but under the same section. So some settings were grouped as well, but you may also notice that there are some things from the settings that are missing. That's because some things were moved from the settings to completely new section, which is script utilities. So under script utilities, we have all the things that on previous version, they were under the settings, but in general, they are not the settings, they are things, they are utilities, artifacts that we use within scripts itself. So they were for some time under the settings. This was one of the limitations that we had on our previous UI framework, that we couldn't really create new place in the system where we could move those things. It was finally possible with this new update. So now you will see in EA then the new section, script utilities, and here you will find global variables, XRs, number sequences as well, KPIs, and code templates. So all the things used within the scripts, they are now under script utilities, and they are no longer under the settings. And all right. So the next thing, which I want to show you from really cool UI changes, there are some changes related to end-to-end scenarios. So let's open one example of end-to-end scenario where we link scripts together. So on the previous UI, it was sometimes difficult to work with linked scripts, especially if we had few levels of those scripts, multiple scripts linking to others. We have customers that do really cool things with the scripts and script linking. Sometimes it's hard to even to get what is happening in the whole process. But nevertheless, on the previous UI, it was really hard sometimes to work with link scripts. Every link usually was opened in the new tab, and moving between them was really difficult. So right now it should be much simpler with the introduced linked map. So for your end-to-end scenario scripts where you use script linking, you can always verify this linked map. This is in the top right corner. And when you click on it, you have option to quickly navigate throughout the whole scenarios. So you can open any script here, make changes to the steps of the selected process, and you can always quickly go back to your process, to different script level. Here I have only like one level of script linking, but of course, if let's imagine that in this script I have another script which is linked, so of course on this linked map everything will be displayed. Also this next level of embedding would be also visible. We have like 5 levels possible, and on linked map you should see them. Yeah, so I really like this change. I use it a lot, and yeah, I encourage you also to check that, because right now working with end-to-end scenarios with linking should be much easier. Okay, so we have script open. So here we have a few changes as well on the script view. So first of all the buttons that were here on the top, they were moved right now to the bottom, and they are independent. So if I will switch tabs, they are still here. So if I need to play my test or to quickly record something, I don't need to care on which tab I am right now, because those options are always on the top. They are always available. Also, there was a change that moved steps as a first tab. On the previous UI, there was a general info tab, which worked as a main tab, as a first home page of the script. But we changed that. We moved steps as a like a main section of the script, because this is the place where we spend the most time when we do scripting. So usually when we need to make changes on the environment or user, we do this once for a while, and then we don't use it too often. And the steps is the place where we spend the most time. So right now, steps is the main tab of OpenScript. And also the general info was changed into the details. So details of a script, they show us the same things that we had. Maybe I'll take different example, because this is published script and I cannot make changes. Yeah, here I can make changes. So here, of course, you have all the same things like in general info. So here you can switch projects, you can rename scripts, change environments, users, and also there are some additional options. On the previous UI, they were all just below the description. Right now, we grouped settings like more options. They contain like special options that you use in special occasions for your scripts, like screenshots or AI recovery. Those things are under more options, and the documentation options, they were separated as a next tab as well. And here under the Excel section, data source section, there are no changes. It basically works the same way. And here you may notice also one change of the naming as well. So on the previous UI, we had a tab which was linked in. Our intention was to show scripts which are linked to scripts where I link this script. So here I should see scripts where my script, OpenScript, is linked to. Yeah, but there is also portal linked in. So we had so many questions around it. If we can integrate with LinkedIn, or what is this tab for, and so on. So that's why we changed it to used in, so it shouldn't confuse users anymore. Here we basically see where our script is linked. So if we have situation where script is linked to any other script somewhere else, then under used in, I can see where my script is linked, which other script uses this script. All right, let me just check my agenda. All right. Oh, and I mentioned that there is a minor change to player and recorder. So let's open it for a moment. So of course, player and recorder, they work the same way. They are still connected together. You can switch between them. But one minor change which was made is this red flag button, which allows us to move recording position very quickly. So if I need to change where my new steps should be added, I don't need to click on the step, quick actions, and change recording position. Of course, this option is still there, but you don't need to use it. You can also use this red flag option to quickly change recording position for your steps. Very minor change, but I really wanted to show it to you because it saves a lot of time. We like changed few steps into one click, so yeah, it's really good. All right, and the last thing from my list, if it comes to UI itself, is the scheduler. Because on the previous UI, when you created scheduler, you had two options, like two versions of scheduler that you could create. It was a basic scheduler and also Gantt scheduler. But we were not satisfied how Gantt scheduler functionality worked. We wanted to make it change because we never had the option to calculate the exact timings of the scripts. So when we still had the timeline, it was hard for us to start scripts on the selected dates from the technical perspective. But for the users, it was also not intuitive because they selected some start date, and sometimes scripts they were not starting at the selected date and time. Yes, customers very often were not satisfied how this Gantt scheduler worked, so we decided to change it. And this is one of the major changes to the application, because right now every scheduler has like two ways of displaying the flow, displaying the scope. So let's for a second, let's jump to details. Just wanted to show it to you how it looks. Here we don't have any changes, it just looks different. Yeah. And yeah, also simple view. This is a new name for the same view like we had on previous UI. It was flow tab, where you had simple table where you can add scripts to your scope, to your execution. So nothing really changed here. There is only the naming change, which is the simple view. And right now we don't have Gantt anymore, but every scheduler has also flowchart. And flowchart shows us something similar to Gantt scheduler, but there is like a major change. On the Gantt scheduler, we need timeline. There is no Gantt chart without timeline. And as you can see, we removed timeline from the application for multiple reasons, but in general, the main was that it wasn't satisfying to us and to our customers. So right now, how you can use this flowchart instead of Gantt? So as you can see here, again, we have all our tasks as a separate tasks here. So all the scripts are listed into one sequence. And what you can do here, you can also do dependencies. So this didn't change. You still can execute your scripts only when previous scripts were executed. So this option is still there. But if you want to decide when different tasks will actually start, you do not move them on a timeline and select date and time. Instead, you select one date and time, which is just the start date, and then every task can be executed by the delay. So start date is like the starting point for every script, and what you can do, you can delay some scripts from the execution. So if you want to run some scripts after an hour from the start date, you can simply put 1 hour delay on the task. So we believe it should be much easier to set up complicated schedulers with many dependencies, many scripts in it, many tasks that should start on different times, different moments during the scheduler run. So on the timeline, even that we had this date, time, as mentioned, we never knew when exactly script will start. With this option, we always know when my script will start. So if my start date is 8 p.m., I know that this script will start 8 p.m. 10 minutes, because this is like fixed here on the task. So feel free to use this flowchart, use schedulers. During your trials, you can also create some schedulers with this flowchart. You can test it out. And yeah, we will appreciate any feedback. Let us know if you like it more than the Gantt scheduler, or if Gantt was something that you were missing. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Because I can see my VPN disconnected. Sorry, I need to connect VPN. Okay, sorry everyone. Yeah, the live demos. It happens. Yeah, my internet was disconnected. Let me just reshare my screen. Share screen, entire screen. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, so yeah, please let us know how you like this new flowchart. Yeah, we are really curious how you will like it. And all right, that will be all if it comes to major UI changes. Of course, there are some minor things. You may notice new filtering options, new options to edit columns, and so on. Yeah, but from the biggest changes, we went through everything, and now let's quickly go through new functionalities which were completely created from scratch in new version. So the first option which I want to show you is AI chat. So right now we integrated chat assistant to executive automats. It works based on different models. You can select which provider of AI and which model you would like to use. In my case, this is GPT 4.1, but it can be also Cloudy, it can be also Gemini, and of course all the GPTs. And no matter which model and which provider of LLM you will select, anyway, Chat Assistant has also the layer of knowledge about executive automats, basically our Confluence knowledge base. So it also knows how to do things in the application itself. So I can ask him how to authenticate virtual user, and he should be able to answer it to me. So you can use it also as an assistant if you don't know how to do things within the application. For instance, how to do loop for Excel file, or how to do negative testing. This chat should be helpful, but of course it has also all the options as a regular chat. So I use it also to generate advanced code for me, for code templates as well. So yeah, you can ask him also to generate code or things like that. And this is our first release of Chat Assistant. In the future, we want to also release agent option for Assistant. So chat should be able to not only answer the questions, but also to do things within the application. But this is something still under development. We still checking few things, how to implement things like that. You can't hear me. Okay, I can see on chat that my internet connection is not okay, but also I got information that it's okay. It's better, Alina, now, or still some problems? Okay, Thomas hears me fine. Yeah, so Alina, please check on your side as well. Yeah, I think we after my disconnection, everything should work the same. So I should be okay. All right, so I can see that everything works. So please, Alina, check on your side as well. Yeah, so intention is here to have also agents. So you will be able to ask also things like create something for me, create empty script, or create empty scheduler, or add scripts to scheduler. Things like that should be possible in the future. And all right, then the next thing which I want to show you is the extension to executive automats. So right now with new version, we have two options to run recorder and player. So there is, of course, classic recorder and player. So when you press on a play or record, it opens new tab in your browser, and of course it enters the selected system definition, user, and so on. But this way, how we are connecting to the platform sometimes is blocking our recorder to create steps, especially on some third-party platforms. So to make executive automats suitable also to test things outside Dynamics, we needed to make changes to our recorder and player, but we didn't want to change it for everyone. We thought that we will just introduce new recorder and new player, which can be used as a regular player and recorder, but the intention of it is especially for third-party platforms and third-party applications. And this new recorder and player is executed not through the server, but through the browser extension. So this is the biggest difference between them. In general, they work the same, but the way how they connect to platforms, to pages, it is different. So it fixes or resolves few issues that we had with third-party platforms when we tried to test them with older player and recorder. So the extension is installed directly to your browser. You need to download it. It is downloaded under user profile. Here there is option, and of course it is downloaded as a folder. So you need to unpack this folder first, and then under your extension manager you can install this extension, and then after refreshing executive automats, you will have option to use both recorders and players. So when you use three dots here, you have option to use advanced, so the classic player and recorder, and the extension. So I will create one script to show you a few things under the extension, because extension also includes few extra features. Our newest features are around the extension. So let's name it as AI steps. Sorry, but not on this environment, of course. I want to create it on X plus global, so on our web page. And I will use this extension. So let's press on the record. And the extension doesn't open in new tab. It opens in completely new window. Okay. And as you can see, it opens just the page, and the whole player and recorder is not injected to the page. It is just opened through the extension. So the way how it connects is different than the classic player and recorder, and it makes recorder more capable of recording third-party platforms. And what are the new options under the extension which you can use? First of all, you can use code step. And code step includes native code. And native code is allowing you to use JavaScript or TypeScript code the same way how you use it on advanced code. Just the native code is executed differently. Again, not through the server, but natively directly in your browser with this extension. So that's why native code cannot be used with the classic recorder. It can be used only on recorder and player from the extension and in a background. And native code allows you to use JavaScript and multiple new frameworks. One of the frameworks which you can use is Puppeteer. So basically, you can write here the Puppeteer code to select elements, to click on elements, to type things, and so on. So yeah, if something cannot be recorded in the classic way, right now there is option to use JavaScript and Puppeteer code to create tests also this way. So if you would be interested how to use Puppeteer, how to create steps like that, we can show you on a call. So this is new feature, and there is also AI action feature, which basically is doing the same. So it can record things that they were not recorded in the classic way. Just instead of typing the code, like with this native code, you can just prompt it to AI. So what I can ask my chat or AI is to click on contact us on the top of the form. And if I add step like this, instead of recording my step, I can use AI. I can prompt AI to try to automate this thing for me. And as you can see, it is doing something. So it should click on contact us, and the page should scroll down. All right, yeah. So yeah, this way you can create like custom steps for all the things that they don't work with the regular way, with the record and play approach. And you may notice that AI step has also option. Sorry, let's make it bigger. Agent. And agent option is not that different from the standard option. This agent can basically do the same, but can do even more. It can do much more complex things. So it can click on something, but with the same prompt, it can also type something to the fields. So I can, for instance, ask him to click on contact us, but also type the values for the contact form below. So as you can see, with the prompt, I can use agent to also even type things like random things to the contact form here. Yeah, so we encourage you to test it out. This is our first like AI feature for the recording and playback. So please check how it works. And all right, and the last thing from my side for today is AI recovery. Sorry, I see that we are exceeding a time a bit, but very quickly, let me just open a script, and we will go through that. Okay, this is the one, not. Yeah. So, yeah, very often it may happen that something you recorded after some time it stopped working. So if your script fails, when your step fails for some reason, right now you have option to try to use AI to make it work, to fix it. So on the details of every script, under more options, now you have option to use AI recovery. And basically, AI recovery is triggered on the steps that fails. So if step fails, it triggers the AI recovery, and AI recovery tries to fix it. And once it finds the solution for it, then it will use the solution on the step. And it basically fixes the steps that cannot click on things that were working fine, but they stopped. They were clicking, but they stopped clicking. So in case of those situations, AI recovery will of course help, but it can also see previous steps before the failed step. So if step failed, this AI also checks previous steps which were executed and the next steps that are waiting for the execution. So it can also try to find out what is the context of the whole script, of the whole process, to make it work. And here I wanted to show you the example where I intentionally disabled my click post step, so it obviously fails my next step, which is click OK. So click OK cannot be executed because I forgot to record step to click on post. Yeah, and if I show you the history, I will show you that AI recovery can not only fix something that was working and stopped, but here as well, without clicking on post, this AI recovery was able to find out that at the first place the click post is missing. So without even this kind of step, it clicked it by itself. So it tries to also fix the logic sometimes in the script. Yeah, so yeah, we encourage you to test this function as well. And here, last thing which I want to show you is that the agents can be used not only to click on things, to type things to the page. I also used it in my script to check if my invoice was posted. I told him that he can validate accounting status, and I told him to also validate if invoice amount is not higher than 500. And if I open it in history, AI agent was able to verify that my was not higher than 500, and also invoice was completed. There is a question if we can share this session with colleagues internally. Of course, yeah, you can. We will provide the recording to you guys. All right, that's all for from my side. Sorry for taking longer. Sorry also for this disconnect. Yeah, please feel free to share your ideas, your thoughts about the whole session. Maybe you have some questions. I can display them on the screen. Yeah, and let's take a look. Do we have anything so far? Okay, can see any questions? Guys, don't please. Yeah, if you have anything, just do not hesitate. Can we delete specific screenshots? Um, no, it's not possible. You can delete only screenshots per periods of time. Yeah, so older than the period of time or from the interval, but not single screenshots. Okay. Right. I don't see any other questions. Right. So I won't hold you back. So thank you for all the questions. Last thing, I want to invite you for the webinar, which will be in a Thursday. So please check our social media. We will advert our newest webinar that will be in Thursday. It will be around licensing in Dynamics 365 and the changes that Microsoft announced. So yeah, if you are interested in it, we will help. And there is one more question from Alina here. So if we can delete history entries. No, we don't have this option. But yeah, I can see this question coming again and again. I'm not sure if we can do any changes with it, but we can check. I can see this question coming to us, so definitely I will take it to our product owner and speak about it. All right. Yeah. So thank you once again. If you will have anything more, anything will pop up to your mind after our call, feel free to contact your CSM, our support, or even me directly. We will gladly help you. So thank you again for your time and attention. Please validate your 5.0 versions and yeah, report to us any problems and issues. Yeah. Take care and see you guys.